As the country honors its presidents today, C-SPAN releases its third survey of presidential leadership. The study asks historians and biographers to rank past presidents on 10 attributes of leadership. Lincoln tops the list, followed by George Washington, Franklin Roosevelt, Theodore Roosevelt, and Dwight Eisenhower. Joining us now with a closer look at the findings is Rob Kennedy, the co-CEO of C-SPAN. Rob, this is the third survey you've done, and once again, Abraham Lincoln leads the list. What qualities about Lincoln do you think put him at the top?
Well, our survey is a grouping of 10 different qualifications of presidential leadership, so there's 10 different criteria, and Abraham Lincoln scores high on almost all of them. It's things like crisis leadership, moral authority, pursued equal justice for all of the things that happened during his presidency to help him score high on those particular criteria. And certainly the fact that he was president during one of the biggest crises of our nation and how he performed, I think, is one of the reasons that he performs at the top.
And consistently, too. When President Barack Obama left office, Gallup polled his approval rating was down to about 59%, but your survey has him at number 12, which is pretty high. Were you surprised that he ended up that high, at least in this first round?
I think the interesting thing about President Obama's ratings are how varied they are.
Okay.
He ranks number 3 in pursued equal justice for all. He's very high in moral authority. Some categories he's lower down the list on, for example, relations with Congress, he's number 39. So there's some variability to his rating, but he performs strong on things like economic management, and I think that was one of the reasons that put him up where he ended at number 12. Also interesting to note that President Clinton is now number 15, and President George W. Bush is number 33. But President Clinton and President Bush's ratings have changed over time. That's one of the interesting things about the surveys, is to track how presidents fare over time as their presidencies recede more into history.
Noting that history, are there any lessons that you would give to the current president?
Oh, I don't profess to give him any advice, but it is interesting, and I think this is one of the interesting things about the way we do our survey, is that we have a panel of academic advisors who helped us structure the survey starting in 2000, and we've never changed the way the survey is structured, and it's built around these 10 criteria of presidential leadership. And looking at those, everything, as I mentioned, from moral authority to economic management to pursued equal justice for all, we can look at how different presidents have performed and how they've been rated over time. So I'd say let's just look at all 10 of those criteria for all of our presidents and see how they change over time.
Like you say, it is a fascinating survey, and like you say, to see how presidents fare go up and down over time really is fascinating. Rob Kennedy, co-CEO of C-SPAN, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, Wyatt.